Hey there everyone, Hanyou here, and welcome back to Higurashi When They Cry, Chapter 1 Onikakushi. Picking up where we left off last time. We've been playing President. It's a card game. Kind of like Old Maid, I think? But anyway, we just had a total victory, I guess. But yeah. Rika-chan's dressed as a cat right now, and she's adorable. I love it. So, yeah, we'll pick up where we left off and continuing on. Last episode was a fun episode, by the way. I enjoyed it a lot. As Rika-chan mimicked a cat, teary-eyed, rings of smoke escaped from Rina's ears with an audible poof. She's like a pouty little kitty, and it's adorable. Rika-chan must taking her home, just for a little while. I won't do anything strange, nothing strange. I see. I still have one trick left. Mian looks great in that swimsuit, by the way. Anyway. Mian gasped and dropped her fists into her open palm. If Rina must, she can take me home. That's a dangerous thing to say, Rika. Very dangerous. After Rina-san beats Keiichi-san, she can. They thought that Rina in cute mode would be able to defeat me. Would it be that easy? Opposing me was the same as opposing God. Don't be too haughty, man. That's dangerous thinking. She looks cute in that collar, but it's weird. I mean, they're all cute, but anyway, opposing me, yeah, I'd teach them their place. You're gonna get beaten by Rina just because of just because cute mode. How preposterous that Rina can't defeat me. Eep! For a moment, I didn't know what was going on. The 52 cards danced and flowed freely between Rina's hands like the machinations of a master magician. And she won. The middle of those flowing cards was Rina's ecstatic expression, her head bobbing around. Shall we, Keiichi-kun? Hurry. My whole body knew it already. I was going to lose. Yep. And lose you did. No play. Nothing to play, Kei-chan. Then with this, I'm out. Everyone cheered. I was spent. Whew. I got no regrets. God, thank you for letting me dream a little. Now then, I'll take one out. Keiichi-san's penalty. This is it. Everyone peeked at it in unison, gazes flickering between the text and my face. All day today, I did as I pleased. I'll do whatever it is. What's on there? All. Huh? Every penalty up until now. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. That's dangerous. That's very dangerous. Oh boy. Oh boy. What the heck? Keiichi-san, should you not be speaking like a little brother? Ugh. Yes, One-chan. Ugh. Whoa. Well, wait, how can he speak as a little brother and also as a butler / maid? This is quite addicting. Next, I'll have you rub my shoulders. Keiichi-kun, I don't need the lap pillow, so do that other one, okay? Yes, master. Oh, Keiichi-kun, that's so cute. Say it again. Say it again. You, please spare me, master. Rena passed out with a squeal, blood spewing from her nose like a fountain. My dignity has been trampled more than a communal doormat. Well, now he also has to strip, put on a school swimsuit, and put on cat ears, a bell collar, and a tail. So that's going to be a very weird combination. Next is from this old man. I'm going to have you fan me for a good long while, you know. Foosh, foosh. Oh, almost forgot. You need to wear this, don't you? The school swimsuit. What? This is for girls? Can't I wear the one for boys? It was clearly written here, wear a girl's school swimsuit, as you can see. Satoko was like a loan shark. Actually, me trying to escape as fast as humanly possible was pretty adorable, if I did say so myself. But whose school swimsuit am I going to wear? If I were wearing one of yours, you wouldn't like it, right? Ah, this old man doesn't care about that kind of stuff at all. Think of it as a little benefit. I'm not that in shape, so I think Kei-chan can fit into it. The executioners surround me, waggling their fingers. No! My first thought, it's tight around the waist. Second thought, the chest area was pretty loose. Well, it was Mion's, but... Third thought, the crotch area was... oh... I'm guessing painfully tight. Ahahaha, Keiichi-kun is bending forward. Cute, cute. You ready to wear the cat ears, bell, and tail? Kei-chan, wanna look in the mirror? It's amazing, really. It's probably it's probably best if you look. The stern scientific, calculating nature mixed in with her fascination made Mion very scary. I would like to respectfully decline, Master. Your ensemble is complete. If only we could send you home dressed like that. Oh ho ho ho. Then, is this enough? I'll change and... While I was saying that, Mion placed her hands on my shoulder, and Rika-chan slipped up behind me without a sound. Not yet, Keiichi. There's still the first penalty left. In this getup? Oh boy. Rika-chan patted my head without saying a word. Oh boy. Oh, this is going to hurt. Sir, excuse me. Yes, please come in. I stepped forwards into Okay, there shouldn't be an S there. I stepped forward into the principal's office. My bell collar jingled adorably. The principal froze solid with a smile on his face as he saw me. I couldn't blame him. In this sacred place of study, specifically in his office, though I said, "Excuse me," as I entered, the sight of a person entering with a school swimsuit, cat ears, a collar, and a tail, and for it to be a young male student, without a doubt, any normal person's psyche would have stopped cold. But this could be explained. We'll call it the uncanny valley camouflage, if you will. When humans see others, they can only begin to act after confirming, this is human. Meaning, if he could not comprehend what was in front of him, then in those moments before he could begin to fully process the situation, his mind was completely blank. That was my one and only chance for victory. My penalty? Rubbing the principal's head. Principal, I challenge you to... Herk! I heard the sound of a zazzing 3 times. His 3-gauge super. Principal said one thing to me. What does it mean to be a man? And in a heartbeat, boof. The tremor resounded throughout the Hinamizawa twilight. All right. Well, that was fun. Rina was given permission to caress Rika-chan's head as much as she wanted, so they headed home together, very pleased. Once again today, it was just Mion and I going home. Man, that was intense. I didn't know Kei-chan was so good at President. No, I was more surprised than anyone. If I was playing with guys, I wouldn't have been that strong. But still, it was pretty bad. Being carried off on a stretcher in that outfit will probably haunt me until the day I die. Ahahaha. That's fine, isn't it? You were able to do something to boast about for the ages, too. Oh, well, when she says it like that, we both smiled at each other. Oh, we meet again, Keiichi-kun. It was Tomitake-san. It felt like I'd been running into him quite often. Hey, take any good pictures? Well, a few. So, Tomitake-san suddenly leaned over and whispered into my ear. You sure get around. Today you already have a different girl. It's not like that. No need to hide it. It's important to get lots of experience when you're young. Because Tomitake-san let out such a crude laugh, Mion knew what we were talking about, even without even hearing his whispering. I've heard through the grapevine that Mr. Tomitake is quite the catch himself, Huh? No, that wasn't my intention. Sure. Keep up the good work and take plenty of pictures. See ya. Mion seemed to really want to get rid of this lout quickly. From the way she spoke, it seemed as if Mion knew Tomitake-san quite well. How's the year treating you, mister? Staying until the Watanagashi? Yep, I plan to. After photographing the festival, I plan on heading back to Tokyo. Being a photographer sure is easy. Be sure to win some big award and become famous. You spent all your best years on photography, after all. I don't think I'm that far gone. Don't they say men start developing their own unique flavor in their 30s? What does it matter what you taste like? That's so gross. Oh, look at the time. I need to get back to the inn before it gets dark. Tomitake-san began to take his leave with a dry laugh. It did look like he was outmatched by Mion. Now then, I'll see you both at the festival. After waving a hand cheerfully, Tomitake-san disappeared amidst the cries of the Higurashi. The way he's going, he probably won't ever get famous. I had him promise he'd display a picture of me if he ever opened up a gallery, but I don't think that'll ever happen. So you know Tomitake-san? Yeah, he's an acquaintance of sorts, but you know how easy it is to tell who's an outsider. Sounded like you meet him all the time. Tomitake-san comes around Hinamizawa regularly. Maybe 2 or 3 times a year? He says he's taking pictures of the seasonal scenery and wild birds, but well, those photos really are nothing to phone home about. The image Mion painted of Tomitake-san was fairly unique. The Tomitake-san I knew was more mysterious. And if you come seasonally to the same place and take the same pictures, I mean, you'd be able to see yearly changes, I agree, but at the same time, seems a little plain. If you ask me, I think he might actually be an investigator of sorts. That would make a lot more sense. He's probably an investigator for something, trying to figure something out, probably trying to find that, probably now just bone arm that was left back in the 70s. Well, let's see. Rate of decomposure would probably, yeah, leave it as an arm or at least mummified at this point, depending on the weather. Considering the murder took place in, I think it said 79. And this game was going from when this game was first released in 2002. Yeah, I'd say that's a significant amount of time, enough to either mummify the limb or at least but no, it depends on if if it's wrapped in plastic or something. If it's wrapped in anything, it would either be mummified, decomposing, or eaten by bugs. And it probably is just a bone at this point. Because the way they speak of him, I would definitely think he's not what we think he is. And that is, he's just a photographer. Don't mind him. That's actually a very good cover story that a lot of people use when they're doing undercover work. The words flowed naturally from my mouth. I wonder if he's really here to take pictures of birds. And that is exactly what I was just discussing. Mion stared blankly at me as if to ask, "Why do you say that?" It just seems he's here for something other than taking pictures, I think. Don't you get that feeling? Like about that incident, the dismemberment. Oh, you too? If so, you've got a good instincts, Kei-chan. She agreed with what I thought, but was quite chipper in how she said it. You knew about it then, Mion? Of course. He might be able to pull one over on everyone else, but he can't fool this old man. Mion was posturing pretentiously, but I had easily come to a very different conclusion from what she was imagining. It felt like all apprehension I had about Tomitake-san disappeared, lifting a burden off my shoulders. I was finally able to appreciate how clear the evening sky over Hinamizawa was. I said that wrong. So, I exhaled everything in my lungs and inhaled it just as much. It smelled like dusk. What is it, Kei-chan? It's just that I never thought the cries of the Higurashi could feel this good. What's gotten into you all of a sudden, K-chan? We both continued to giggle, not knowing why. I wonder what Rina is doing. I bet she's getting her fill of Rika-chan by now. She's probably in the middle of asking her over so she can treat her to dinner. It'd be great if she's able to take her home. I wonder. Rika-chan is pretty good at that stuff. Yeah, I feel the same. That head petting penalty was probably from Rika-chan. I thought so too. The only one who could get away with patting his head is Rika-chan, after all. Just pointless chit-chat. The hot day felt like it was being cooled down by the cries of the Higurashi. You received new tips. Community notice. New tips. Community notice. A fate worse than death achievement unlocked. Seriously though, Rika-chan looked so cute and adorable in that. I'm kind of turning into Rina-chan right now. Rika looked adorable in the cat get-up. I can't get the phrase pouty little kitten out of my head right now. We're greeting the end of the rainy season sooner than in prior years. On this day, when it feels like summer will soon arrive, I'm pleased that everyone is in good health. The season for the Watanagashi is finally upon us. I believe the assistance of the town council will make this a wonderful festival. I also wish to ask for the assistance of everyone in regards to a few things. Number 1, collecting bazaar goods. We look forward to a well-received Hinamizawa Grand Bazaar exhibition, holding a massive collection of excess goods and used clothing. No raw goods, please. Management and the phone number. Excuse me. Recruiting Little Festival drum dancers. The renowned Little Festival drum dancers group, known for its careful choreography, the Shofu Society, is taking last-minute participants. We're looking for any Showboat elementary and middle schoolers. Kimiyoshi, management. Taking donations. We are accepting donations in multiples of 1,000 yen. For every 1,000 yen donation, you'll be awarded with a refreshment stand ticket. Management, Sonozaki. We are always taking suggestions for ways to improve the festival at all times. If you have any interesting ideas, please call Kimiyoshi at... There is a 200 yen refreshment stand ticket attached below the cut line. Alright. I would end the episode here, but it's a little too early. A few days had passed since the incident. During that time, either Mion was busy or Rika-chan had to help with the festival preparations, so we couldn't get everybody together for club activities. Even though I thought I would never want to participate again after the years it shaved off my life each time, not having it only made my heart grow fonder. And I'm wondering how that thing was a tip. It didn't seem like it was relevant to anything, really. But, I don't know. I guess we'll find out, right? I really am not honest with myself. Today we finally had our club activities again. They weren't the same old club activities. It was called the Watanagashi 5-Demon Firefight. And it was one of the biggest events in the club. Keiichi! Does this yukata still fit you? Can you try it on for a second? Mom pulled out an old dusty yukata. Nah, I don't need a yukata. Those are embarrassing, so I'll go in my normal clothes. Oh, come on. How is a yukata embarrassing? Yukata and kimonos always look great. I mean, come on. But then again, I personally enjoy the traditional Japanese clothing like those. I think they look great. So maybe that's just me. I don't know. I wonder if the girls are going to be wearing kimonos. Because seeing people dressed up and going to dressed up in yukatas and kimonos, going to festivals like this and stuff like that, it's always some of my favorite episodes in anime and everything like that. Because seeing them all dressed up in their traditional clothing and stuff, it's usually adorable, cute, and sometimes hot. But you know, I mean, it all depends on how they wear it. I'll just go in my normal clothes. But this is a festival, wear it, okay? Rina and others said regular clothes are just fine. If I was the only one wearing a yukata, it'd be even more embarrassing. Yeah, but what if you're the only one not wearing one? Huh? I put on the same old vest as usual. I'll be going with Rina and the others, so you don't need to worry about me. Is that so? I'll be going with Dad when he wakes up. Dad let out a loud snore from the sofa. From how it looks, he must have pulled an all-nighter last night. He just finished sending in his manuscript, so he might not wake up for a while. Seems my dad writes for art magazines sometimes too. I've never read it though. I wonder if my dad is a really famous artist. Since his own son is saying something like that, I can't imagine he's selling all that well. But he's able to feed a family of 3, and my life isn't exactly full of hardships. It could be that he's some master painter and I didn't know about it. Watch, you're gonna open the door and they're gonna be all wearing kimonos, and then you're gonna feel left out. And then you're gonna be like, hey Mom, I think I'm gonna wear that yukata after all. Keiichi-kun, are you home? Uh-oh, it was already time. I didn't want them coming here, so I was planning on leaving early and waiting outside. No, she's not wearing one. She's wearing that getup that she wore on the air quotes date. Oh my, it's Rina-chan. Thank you for always looking after Keiichi. Ah, ma'am, he's also been looking out for me. Why are you blushing just from meeting my mom? Don't get all flustered. It really doesn't feel right. Let's go, Rina. Since Rina would continue to space out if I left her here, I grabbed her hand and dragged her out. Rina-chan, look after Keiichi for me. Oh, yes ma'am. Even if it means I must sacrifice myself. Oops. Then why don't you do it right now? She waved back even as I was dragging her away. Yeah, okay, nobody's wearing kimonos. Shame, I would have loved to see everybody in kimonos. Okay, Kei-chan. You hungry today? We'll take care of that at these stalls. You thought I'd let myself get full knowing the club activities will involve the stalls? Wouldn't have it any other way. Where's Rika-chan and Satoko? Are they already at the temple? Yep, Rika-chan is a festival committee member after all. Satoko-chan is probably with her as well. I see. Alright. Let's make some noise today. Yeah! We were already in high spirits with just the three of us here. It was way more lively than at the Furude Shrine than the last time I came, far exceeding my expectations. Throngs of people were crammed between rows of market stalls lined with colorful paper lanterns. Despite that, it was actually quite enjoyable. There sure are lots of people here. I can't believe they all live in Hinamizawa. Everybody attends the Watanagashi. I think about half the village is here. It's not just that. Municipal and youth councils from neighboring towns and villages advertise this event as well. That's right, there aren't that many students at our school. But there's a lot of kids here today. It just doesn't feel like a festival unless there are kids running around after all. That's true, I agree. Ah, hello and good evening. Those two knew everybody who we came across. Of course, I greeted them as well, but I still wasn't familiar with everybody yet. Oh, Rina-chan. Thanks for the food you brought me a while back. My son loved it. He said it was delicious. Ah, it was nothing at all. I'm glad he liked it. Say hello to Kazuma-kun for me, please. Hey, if it isn't Sonozaki Ojo-chan. I'm in charge of a stand again this year, so make sure you come visit. Pops, have you gotten fatter? You'll end up having a heart attack with a gut like that. Oh, this kid here is new. Are you one of her underclassmen? He's one of my members, an upcoming hopeful. If you cross him, he could crush your stand in one night. You've got little Missy's seal of approval, I see. Hope you take it easy on me. Alright, and I just realized what time it is, so we are going to end this episode here. And if you enjoyed it, please consider leaving it a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more content in the future. And until next time, everybody, have a good one. I'll see you later. Bye.